Hello everyone. In today's session we are going to discuss these two topics, frequency hopped spread spectrum and code division multiple access system based on IS-95. So as you know, in direct sequence spread spectrum, the ability of a system in anti-jamming application and in any other application depends on processing gain, and this processing gain, it depends on the PN sequence length, and the processing gain can be increased by increasing the PN sequence length and reducing the chip duration of PN sequence. But we are using physical devices or hardwares for this generation of PN sequence. Therefore, definitely there is a practical limit on the attainable PN sequence length or processing gain. So, to overcome this drawback or problem, we can use alternate method, that is frequency hopped spread spectrum. So, in today's session we will discuss about this frequency hopped spread spectrum and the last topic of the module, that is code division multiple access system based on IS-95. Okay, first topic is frequency hopped spread spectrum. In frequency hopped spread spectrum, the spectrum of a data modulated carrier is widened by changing the carrier frequency in a pseudo random manner. So, in frequency hopped spread spectrum, data is first used to modulate a carrier signal. So, in the first step there is a modulation operation using carrier signal and data signal, and spectrum or frequency of this modulated signal is spreaded using PN sequence, which is generated using PN sequence generator. And in this method, the available channel bandwidth is subdivided into a large number of non-overlapping frequency slots, and then the selection of the frequency slot is made pseudo randomly based on the output from a PN generator. Okay, this shows the block diagram of an frequency hopped spread spectrum system. Encoded information sequence is applied to the FSK modulator. So, here in general we need to consider M-Array FSK modulation, but we are considering the simplest form of frequency shift keying. So, that is BFSK is used here, binary frequency shift keying is used. So, output of this FSK modulator will be frequency F0 for input bit 0 and frequency F1 for input bit 1, and then the frequency of this modulated signal is rapidly shifted or hopped to different frequency slots in the mixer. So, there is a up conversion operation carried out in the mixer, whereas in the direct sequence spread spectrum, the direct information sequence, it is multiplied with the PN sequence in the first stage. So, spreading is carried out in the first stage, then in the second stage BPSK modulation is carried out. So, please understand the difference. So, here the output of the FSK modulator is applied to the mixer, and frequency synthesizer output, it depends on the PN sequence generator output. Now, here the output of the PN sequence generator is applied to a frequency synthesizer which generates output frequency depending on the k bit PN code. Please listen carefully. So, the frequency synthesizer output frequency is based on the value of k bit PN code. Suppose k equal to 2, then 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1 are the possible bit combinations. Then output of the frequency synthesizer will be FC0, FC1, FC2 and FC3, 4 possibilities. If k equal to 3, then there are 8 possibilities, FC0, FC1 up to FC7. So, this generated frequency from the frequency synthesizer is mixed with the FSK modulated signal. So, this will translate the modulated signal frequency. So, as you know, in the mixer we have multiplier in the first stage and band pass filter in the second stage. Suppose FSK modulator output frequency is f and frequency synthesizer output is fc, then in the multiplication stage some frequency, that is fc plus f, and difference frequency fc minus f are generated. Only some frequency fc plus f is passed through the band pass filter, and the difference frequency fc minus f, it is filtered. Therefore, the component generated output of at the output of the mixer has only some frequency component. Thus, the FSK modulated signal spectrum is hopped or rapidly changed to different frequency level. So, this is how frequency hop split spectrum operation is done in the transmitter stage. Then this this generated signal, it is transmitted through the channel, and at the receiver section the frequency hopping is removed by down conversion. Again, as you can see here, there is a mixer with input as the received signal is applied as input to the mixer. Also, frequency synthesizer output is used. So, again here some frequency and difference frequency will be generated, but now only difference frequency is selected. That means, now this is the down conversion operation. After this down conversion operation, then using binary FSK demodulator, the original information is extracted. So, this is how frequency hop split spectrum transmitter and receiver blocks works. Okay, next, to understand the frequency hopping concept, let us consider this graphical method, and here an example of an frequency hop pattern is shown. Instead of binary FSK, let us consider 4-array FSK. That means, we need to consider die bits of the input binary data, and for die bit 00 generated carrier frequency will be f0, for 01 f1, 10 f2 and 11 f3. So, this is shown in the figure B. As you can see here, there are 4 slots or 4 layers in y direction. Bottom layer is f0, then we have second layer f1, third layer f2, and the top layer, fourth one, is f3. So, this is the representation of 4-array FSK modulation. Now, consider a frequency synthesizer which generates 8 different frequencies. That means, we need to consider PN code length k equal to 3 bit. So, generated frequencies are FC0, FC1 up to FC7. So, these levels are indicated in figure A. As you can see here, these levels which are marked here in the y direction, it represents carrier frequency at the output of the frequency synthesizer FC0, FC1 up to FC7. Now, let us consider frequency hopping. So, okay, first here PN sequence code is 001 and input binary data 01 and 11 are transmitted using this PN sequence code. Okay. Now, PN code is 001, it corresponds to FC1 frequency, right, and binary symbol 01, this corresponds to F1. So, after frequency hopping split spectrum, frequency F1 is hopped to FC1 plus F1 up conversion. You can see this in the diagram, FC1 plus F1. So, this is FC1 level, and inside that this is F1 level. So, FC plus F1. Next, again same 001 is used to transmit 11. So, for this symbol 11, frequency is F3 and hopping frequency will be FC1 plus F3. Please understand, for binary symbol 11, after modulation, after 4-array modulation, frequency assigned is F3. But for 001 PN sequence, carrier frequency is FC1. Therefore, what is the resultant frequency? It is FC1 plus F3. So, inside frequency slot FC1, the third level is selected. So, sorry, fourth level is selected. So, FC1 plus F3. So, it is indicated here. Next, consider PN code 110. Now, carrier frequency is FC6 and binary symbol 11 is transmitted in this. Therefore, it is again F3. So, the resultant frequency of frequency hopped spread spectrum will be FC6 plus F3. So, this is also indicated here. Next, inside this 110 again 10 is transmitted. For symbol 10, 4 array FSK modulated carrier will be F2. Therefore, FC6 plus F2 will be the resultant frequency after frequency of spread spectrum. So, this is also indicated in the diagram. So, likewise, for any given PN sequence and input binary data, we can find what is the frequency after spread spectrum modulation. So, here see these shaded blocks, it represents chip. So, this is a single individual frequency of MFSK tone of shortest duration. So, the definition of chip is single individual frequency of MFSK tone of shortest duration. Okay, next, an individual frequency of MFSK tone of shortest duration is called as a chip, and the chip rate is defined as RC equal to maximum of RH, RS, where RH is the hop rate and RS is the symbol rate. Then there are two types of frequency hopping based on the RH and RS value. So, it is called as slow hopping and fast hopping. If the frequency hopping rate RH is equal to or lower than the symbol rate, that is RH less than or equal to RS, in that case the frequency hop system is called as slow hopping system. So, here hop rate is less than or equal to symbol rate, therefore, it is slow hopping system. The previous example which we have considered is a slow frequency hop spread spectrum technique, because their hop rate is less than symbol rate. There is only one hop for two symbols. So, RS equal to 2 times RH, or symbol rate is integer multiple of hop rate. Therefore, previously considered example is for slow hopping technique. So, several symbols are transmitted on each frequency hop, and then if RH is higher than the symbol rate, that is RH greater than RS, in that case the frequency hop system is called a fast hopping system. So, here hop rate is integer multiple of symbol rate. So, carrier frequency will change or hop several times during the transmission of each symbol. Okay, to understand this low frequency hopping, let us consider one example. So, here number of bits per MFSK symbol is k equal to 2. That means, again here 4 array FSK is considered. So, F0, F1, F2 and F3 are the MFSK frequencies. Next, length of PN segment per hop k equal to 3. So, again 8 frequency hops are considered. So, FC0, FC1, FC2 up to FC7 are the output of the frequency synthesizer. Now, this figure B again here it represents the frequency of MFSK modulated signal. So, again the bottom layer it is for F0, then F1, F2 and F3. There are 4 levels. So, in the figure A, as you can see here, 8 different frequency levels starting from FC0 up to FC7 are represented. So, along this y direction it represents possible frequency hops, and here let us consider let us assume that 2 symbols are transmitted per each hop. As you can see here, in PN sequence 001, symbol 0, 1, 0, 1 and 1, 1 are transmitted. So, 2 symbols are transmitted in this hop. Then in 110 PN sequence, symbols 1, 1 and 1, 0 are transmitted. Again, two symbols are transmitted. Therefore, this is an example for slow frequency hopping. Next, for 001, the carrier frequency will be FC1, and for binary symbol 01, carrier frequency will be F1. Therefore, the resultant frequency slot will be FC1 plus F1. Next, for 1 carrier frequency is F3. Therefore, resultant frequency after frequency of spread spectrum is FC1 plus F3. So, this is how we can select the frequency levels. Okay, next, to understand fast frequency hopping, consider this example. Here number of bits per MFSK symbol k equal to 2. Therefore, there are 4 MFSK tones F0, F1, F2, F3, and length of PN segment per hop is k equal to 3. Therefore, total number of frequency hops is 8, FC0, FC1 up to FC7. Again, this figure B, it represents 4 possible frequencies at the output of 4 array FSK modulator F0, F1, F2 and F3. Here let us assume that 2 hops are used to transmit one symbol. That means hop rate is more than the symbol rate. Therefore, it is fast frequency hopping. 2 hops are used for one symbol, right? Okay. Now, here consider input binary symbol 01. So, to transmit this, we are using hops 001 and 110. So, PN code used is 001 and 110 for symbol 01. Okay. Now, in the first interval, PN sequence is 001 and binary data is 01. So, what will be the carrier frequency after frequency of spread spectrum? It will be FC1 plus F1. So, it is indicated here. So, this level is FC1, this level is FC2, in between that there are 4 levels, FC1, then FC1 plus F0, FC1 plus F1, then FC1 plus F2 and FC1 plus F3. That means there are 4 slots inside that frequency interval. And next, consider PN code 110. For this 110, carrier frequency is FC6. For 01, carrier frequency is F1. Therefore, the upconverted frequency is FC6 plus F1. So, it is shown here. So, each binary symbol is transmitted using 2 hops. Therefore, it is fast frequency hopping. Similarly, for the remaining symbols, we can find what is the upconverted frequency or frequency hopping used in the fast frequency hopping. Next topic is code division multiple access system based on interim standard 95. This system is used in cellular communication. For mobile communication, this is used, and a CDMA system based on interim standard 95 is initially adopted in North America and proposed by Qualcomm, standardized as IS-95 by Telecommunication Industry Association for use in 800 megahertz and 1900 megahertz frequency bands. Base station to mobile station, that is a forward link or downlink, and mobile to base station, that means reverse link or uplink. In both the channel bandwidth is 1.25 megahertz. So, uniform bandwidth is used both for uplink and downlink, and both forward and reverse links are direct sequence spread having a chip rate of 1.2288 into 10⁶ chips per second. So, PN sequence chip rate is 1.2288 mega chips per second. Okay, next let us see how forward link and reverse link works. For that, consider this block diagram of a IS-95 forward link. Here, as you can see at the input, variable data rate is mentioned, like 9.6 kbps, 4.8 kbps, etc. These different data rates are generated using speech coder. And then we have a convolutional encoder, and in this forward link, rate 1/2 constraint length L equal to 9 convolutional code is used for channel encoding. So, for error detection and error correction, we use this convolutional encoding. And then there is a block interleaver. This is used to reduce the effect of burst errors or to overcome multi-bit errors. And then there is a multiplier. So, output of this block interleaver and output of the decimator, which is a long code, are multiplied in the multiplier. So, basically this is a scrambling operation. So, this long code is used to uniquely identify a call of a M station on the forward and reverse link. So, the output of the block interleaver it is scrambled using the long code. So, this scrambling will randomize the data and makes it more secure. And then each user of the channel is assigned with a Hadamard sequence, and length of this Hadamard sequence is 64. This is used to measure the channel characteristics like signal strength, carrier phase offset, etc. Then the resulting sequence is spreaded by multiplying with 2 PN sequence of length n equal to 2 raised to 15. As you can see here, this creates in phase and quadrature channels, and then it is filtered using baseband shaping filter, and then modulation is carried out. So, next it is filtered and transmitted after modulation. So, this is the working of forward link, which is used in the IS-95 system. Okay, here a summary of our discussion is given. This explains the working of forward link, which is used in the IS-95 system. Go through these details. Next, let us consider the reverse link, which is used from mobile station to base station. So, here also input data rate is variable from 1.2 kbps up to 9.6 kbps is supported, and then convolutional encoder with repetition is used. Here it is given as rate 1/2. Actually, we use rate 1/3 encoder, make a correction there. So, rate 1/3 constraint length L equal to 9 convolutional encoder is used, and then block interleaving is done for 576 encoded bits or 20 millisecond frame. So, after channel encoding, there is a block interleaving for 576 encoded bits or 20 millisecond frame. Then the data are modulated using M equal to 64 orthogonal signals. Here Hadamard sequence of length 64 is used. So, 6-bit data block is mapped into one of the 64 Hadamard sequence. So, this point is very important. Then it is randomized using scrambler, and the output of this randomizer is spreaded by the output of the PN code generator. And for 307.2 kilosymbols per second data, 1.228 mega chips per second PN sequence is used. Therefore, what is the processing gain? 1.228 mega chips divided by 307.2 kilosymbols. That means processing gain is 4. So, which is very small. So, processing gain is very small in the reverse link. It is only 4. Then the in phase and quadrature channel signals are filtered and modulated using QPSK modulation. As you can see here, there is a half chip delay, 0.5 chip or half chip delay given to the Q channel. Therefore, here offset QPSK modulation is generated. So, modulation is offset QPSK because there is a half chip delay given to the Q channel. Okay, here there is a summary of parameters in IS-95 system. This table gives all the parameters of IS-95 system, both uplink and downlink parameters are given here. Go through these details. Okay, next we will solve two problems. So, this is the first problem. A low frequency hopped MFSK system has the following parameters. The number of bits per MFSK symbol is 4. The number of MFSK symbols per hop is 5. Calculate the processing gain of the system in decibels. So, as we know, processing gain equal to bandwidth of the spreaded signal divided by bandwidth of the unspreaded signal. Therefore, we need to find what is the bandwidth of the spreaded signal and bandwidth of the unspreaded signal, then substitute and simplify it. Next, suppose Fs is the bandwidth of the modulated signal. That means, after MFSK modulation, its frequency its bandwidth is Fs. Therefore, bandwidth of the spreaded signal is 5 Fs, because number of MFSK symbols per hop is 5. Therefore, bandwidth of the spreaded signal is 5 Fs, and bandwidth of the unspreaded signal, it is Fs by 4. So, consider each bits. So, there are 4 bits in MFSK symbol. Therefore, for unspreaded signal bandwidth is Fs by 4. Therefore, processing gain is 5 Fs divided by Fs by 4. Therefore, processing gain is 20, or in terms of decibels it is 10 log 20, which is 13 dB. So, this is the solution. Okay, next problem, problem 2. In a direct sequence BPSK system, the feedback shift register used to generate the PN sequence has length m equal to 19. The system is required to have an average probability of symbol error due to externally generated interfering signals that does not exceed 10 raised to minus 5. Calculate the following system parameters in decibels: processing gain and anti-jam margin, and Q function and error function values are given here. So, here it is given that length m equal to 19. That means, in the shift register there are 19 memory units. Therefore, first you find the length of the PN sequence, then relate that length of the PN sequence to the processing gain. So, in this case direct sequence spread spectrum, processing gain is equal to length of the PN sequence, processing gain equal to n, use that relation, right. In the second part, we need to find the anti-jam margin. For that, use the probability of error equation and then substitute the parameters and simplify it. Okay. So, here it is given that m equal to 19. Therefore, length of the PN sequence is 2 raised to m minus 1, or n equal to 2 raised to 19 minus 1. Therefore, PN sequence length is 2 raised to 19 minus 1. Then bit duration TB equal to n times the chip duration, n into Tc. So, processing gain equal to TB by Tc equal to n. Therefore, processing gain is 2 raised to 19 minus 1. So, make a correction here, it is 2 raised to 19 minus 1. In terms of decibels, we can write it as 10 log 2 raised to 19 minus 1. So, which is equal to 57.19 decibels. So, this is the first part. Next is anti-jam margin. Okay, next it is given that probability of error is less than or equal to 10 raised to minus 5. For direct sequence spread spectrum with BPSK modulation, we know that probability of error is Q function of root 2 EB by I naught. So, substitute it, 10 raised to minus 5 equal to Q function of root 2 EB by I naught. So, in the problem statement it is given that Q function of 4.25 equal to 10 raised to minus 5. So, substitute, compare both the sides, we can write root 2 EB by I naught equal to 4.25, square both the side and simplify it, we will get EB by I naught equal to 9.03. In terms of decibels, it is 9.56 decibels. Next, use the relation between jamming margin, processing gain and EB by I naught. We have derived this equation in the last session. So, substitute the processing gain which we have calculated in the previous step, substitute for EB by I naught, simplify it, you will get jamming margin in decibel as 47.63 decibels. So, this is the solution. These two problems, previous problem 1 and problem 2 are asked in the December 2018 question paper. So, important problems. With this, fifth module is completed. In the next class, we will start with module 4, that is communication through band limited channels. Thank you.